20 months.
20 months? Wow.
I've been out here for 2 winters.
200 months? Wow. So you mentioned something about you being scammed and all.
A make-believe company invested $30,000.
Right.
It pretty well cost me everything. I mean, I devoted a lot of time and a lot of money to it, and just barely found out that I was scammed.
Right.
So I really have nothing to show. I had a camp over in the trees, and they came through and trimmed all the trees and took my tent, my sleeping bag, my ice chest, my food, my money.
Right.
Everything. The clothes.
Clothes too? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, man.
This happens when they clean that canal.
Yeah.
About once a year they come through and take everything out.
Right.
I checked the dumpsters around, I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
It's been pretty rough.
How was life before you moved here?
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I was living in a RV place out in Rigby.
Right.
We had a nice trailer, we had a nice motorhome.
Yeah.
I still have a motorhome, but it's through a rod. So it's still in Rigby.
Right.
Yeah, I lost everything. And my girlfriend, she went back to her parents to help take care of them. Her dad's 81. And her mom just died recently, so
I'm so sorry.
she's pretty well devoted. She's still my best friend. She comes down here to see me once in a while.
Right.
Pulls me out when I'm down. And I really don't know what to say, man. It's a terrible place to be, and it's a terrible way to be.
Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah.
Anyway, they tempted me with return on my cash, and nothing ever came of it. Then they played a game where they had a big boss come in and he looked through all the records and said, wow, you've been scammed by my employees, and I'm really unhappy about that. I want to give you a house and a car, and
Yeah.
that never happened.
Right.
Just more BS.
Yeah, I hear that there's a lot of scams going on over here. It's been going on through Idaho Falls and everywhere.
Yeah, the world has kind of come to a
Yeah.
crux. I mean, it's amazing how many people are tied up with it and how much money they spend on it. I mean, just to play this game, they had a fake attorney, had me come in and sign papers, and just bull all the way around. I really don't know what to say, though. I hope nobody else runs into it. I hope nobody else gets invested in it. But since then, I've heard about 4 or 5 people who have, and 1 or 2 of them even committed suicide because of it.
Right.
But I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
2 tours in Vietnam. 1 isolated tour in Eskişehir, Turkey.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for God, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah.
Use my strength.
Yeah. That's amazing.
service in foreign countries and Black Cross for my service to God.
That's amazing. No, honestly, yeah, God is everything. He's what we need. He helps us through the troubles. And I'm a Christian myself, so I understand that. I was with the LDS church for a while, but they didn't teach me much. So
Me too. And then when I got overseas, the difference between shooting at somebody in combat and shooting at you, you don't have a conscience about it. You just shoot back. When they start giving you portfolios and pictures and itineraries and security forces,
yeah,
it just turns into a mess.
yeah.
And I thought I was damned and going to hell, but
Yeah. Honestly, I believe everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone deserves something in life, including people like you guys. That's one thing that I put in one of my posters is the homeless deserve a second chance at life. So,
well, there's good people out here.
yeah.
There's some of them have been here for 7 years.
7 years.
I can't understand that. This is something that's temporary. I mean, very temporary. That, the heat stroke and everything else that's going on,
Yeah.
maybe more temporary than I want. I broke my hip 3 months ago
Right.
on the last icy day of the year,
Right.
right by my apartment.
Wow.
I laid there on the ground for about 45 minutes in the middle of rush hour traffic in the morning. No one stopped.
Yeah.
Finally, a guy in a white truck stopped, said, "Can I help you?" I said, "I don't know." He tried to help me up, and there was no way. He fractured my hip. And he said, "Let's just call an ambulance."
Yeah.
They took me in and had me in surgery immediately. Was able to put the bone fragments back together. I don't have osteoporosis even though I'm 72 years old. So I was able to get out of that hospital with 40 staples all the way down my leg.
Oh, jeez.
And I really don't like hospitals. I mean, that's where people go to die or get sick.
Yeah.
With MRSA and staph and all that. So I'm typical of most Vietnam veterans. They'd rather be isolated, detached from people. I like animals more than I like people,
Right.
to tell you the truth. Well, it's really hard to explain. I mean, I never thought I'd be out here. I never thought anything like this would happen to me.
Right.
And I always understood at this point in my life, I'm supposed to be solidified in my home, everything okay. And the last part of the scam was they got my Facebook, my email, my TikTok, and they started approaching all my friends and family for money. Fortunately, my family knows about scams, and they held off, and I finally built a new Facebook and got a hold of them.
Yeah.
The only thing I can keep a hold of that attaches me to society is my phone.
Yeah.
I let it go for 2 months. It cost me $90 to get it back on. I won't let it go again.
Yeah.
Anyway, anything I can say that will help people avoid it, I would say.
Yeah, honestly, if there's anything you want the viewers to know, like, just, you know, any advice you want to give them, or just any life saying you have. But anything is okay. I allow anything.
Pay attention to what you're doing. Pay attention to who you're doing it with. Make sure you believe it. If not, don't. I mean, if there's some way they can scam you out of something, they will. I don't have faith in people that much anymore. I have faith in God. That's pretty well it. I mean,
yeah, no, I understand that. Wow. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you.